All right, all right. Welcome everyone to the Inside LC Financial Group weekly show. I've got myself, owner and CEO of LC Financial Group. On my left in the middle is Griffin Henderson, one of our newest executives. He's here in the South Florida area. And then also our COO, Mr. Benjamin Angee. He's also in the South Florida area. So we're all in the South Florida area. Griffin, if you can, for the viewers and the listeners, just introduce yourself, maybe a little bit of a background about yourself, and just tell the listeners who you are and what your role is here at LC Financial Group.
Thank you. Yes, appreciate that. So my name's Griffin Henderson. I'm from Oklahoma. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, and I was always desiring to get into a bigger area, like get to the big city. And as soon as I did, I immediately started doing sales jobs. And so for my entire working life, for nearly 20 years, I've been in sales jobs. And 5 years ago, I was lucky enough to get into the insurance industry, starting with final expense, whole life, some term. And then I always had the desire to get into health insurance and Medicare and add that on to what I was doing. And that's when I found LC Financial Group not too long ago, like maybe 18 months ago. I was kind of following you guys. And then I just really wanted to be able to deliver more service and more value to my customers. And I felt that I would be in the right vehicle here at LC Financial Group to really be in a career. I wanted to find a place where I could be for a long period of time and not have to hop around and do different jobs. And so here I am, fortunate enough to be able to offer multiple products and services, Medicare and life insurance to my customers.
Awesome. And quick question, Griffin, how long have you been in the insurance industry?
Since 2019.
Awesome. Great. And before that, what were you doing before that?
Before that, I had a few different sales jobs. They were very difficult. I was in B2B sales. I worked at Grant Cardone's office. I was on the sales team for about a year. About 6 years ago, not as many people knew who Grant was. In fact, when I started studying Cardone University years ago, back then, it's been 7 years now, I actually would ask people business owners in Oklahoma City, Edmond, and I would always ask them, do you know who Grant Cardone is? And everybody would tell me no. So it was a lot harder to work for GC back then, but that's what I did. Had to hit $1 million in my first year, and that's a big target. So got up there in the multiple six figures of B2B contracts with business owners. And then after my adventure there, I immediately continued to do phone jobs, one of which was getting people out of timeshares. And then the next one was talking to Fortune 1000 companies to sell them video marketing training or promotional videos that we could create for them. And then that's when I fell into the insurance industry and got licensed in 2019.
Love it, man. So I've been licensed for about 5 years, and you joined us because you want to offer multiple products to your clients. What are some of just want to ask you, what are some of your goals and targets here in 2024? Are you looking to just personally produce, build a team? Where's the trajectory of your year? What's it looking like?
Absolutely. So I've been fortunate enough to be very successful in sales. When I started with the first company for life insurance, I was there for 4 years. And when I was there, I was able to be in the top 8 in my first 6 months out of 300 agents. And then I was in number 11 in my next 6 months, my first year in the business. And I say that to say that I was a high producing sales individual who had a lot of success because I really was very efficient because I work a lot at my church. And I wasn't able to work some of the hours that those other agents that were beating me were working. Like I wasn't able to stay at the office until 7, 8 o'clock. And I wasn't able to sell on Saturdays and have Sunday to just spend the whole day organizing for the week. So with that being said, I had a lot of success with that. So I immediately started building a team, and I had people on my team that had never sold anything. They had never done insurance before. And I was able to help them produce at a very high level, several of them breaking into the top 20 as well on my team. And then after that, just learning a lot about what it's like to be a leader, on top of being a producer. As you know, it's a lot more difficult to be a leader than it is to just be a high-level producer. But leaders are more valuable. And so my intention would be to help other people achieve success in the business the same way that I feel that I have about 2,000 clients that I've personally enrolled and have tens of thousands of conversations. And once you reach that level, you really have a true understanding of what it takes, and your time efficiency on the phones is much better utilized. And you don't have to work as many hours to get the same results at that point.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you jumping on this. Look forward to hearing some value from you every single week. And then lastly, we got our CEO of LC Financial Group, Mr. Benjamin Angee. Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, your background, how long you've been with LC Financial Group, some of your goals and targets for 2024, and maybe how you helped us thus far since you've been with our organization.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for the introduction. Yes, my name is Ben, and I've been with LC Financial Group since I think it's March of last year, and it feels like it was yesterday. It's been fun. It's been great. Obviously, I came because I saw that there was a lot of potential for growth, just like what Griffin was talking about. But the thing that attracted my attention the most was actually Ryan Loede, his presence on social media, his message to the people that he was recruiting. And I remember I saw his post, and he was looking for more agents, and I wasn't an agent. I was working in real estate at the time. And so I called him up, and I asked him for a job. I said, hey, look, I don't have a license. I'll get licensed, which I did. And I said, look, I'm more of an industrial engineer. I work with people. I work at building teams, systems, and analyzing data to find places of growth and development that need to be improved, and put in the resources and the things needed to actually take that operation to a higher level. And so I've been great at doing that my whole life. And I started doing that with my mother's business. She took me out of school when I was in elementary and going into middle school, and she homeschooled me and my younger siblings. And that turned into a profitable business for her here in Miami, where I was born and raised my whole life. And I helped her turn that into something. And then I did real estate for a couple of years, and I've done some online sales, and I've just always been into growing things, growing people, and I'm very much, all about helping people improve their communication. I also, like Griffin, dedicate most of my time to helping others improve themselves through the actions of our church. And that's pretty much it on my background. Now, what I've been able to do since I joined the team is I've been able to implement a system of policies and statistic tracking that helps us keep an eye on production from a daily, weekly, monthly, and even quarterly perspective. And so what that allows us to do is be able to look at how things went, how things are going, but also gives us a prediction on how we want things to actually go and grow into. So it helps us take action sooner, and developing the policies that create the culture that we want to embrace and want others to be a part of and help us create. Part of it is getting everybody on board. And so when things are put in writing and people can see it and they repeat, seeing it often enough, communicating about it often enough, then it becomes part of like how people communicate with each other. And so that's one of the main priorities for me at the moment for our growing enterprise here, is just getting everybody with understanding that we're here for good. We're not just some small, business group. We're very ambitious. We're never satisfied with where we're at. That's something I think we all share. We want to continue to grow. And it's like, once we get to the moon, then what? Like, what's next, right? It's like, it's never going to stop. So that's pretty much it. A little background on myself. I don't know if there's anything else I could add to that, except that, my dedication is very much on a personal level. Anyone that meets me knows and understands that I am about digging into each person and helping them find what their purpose is or what they want to achieve and help align them to that. So I have some big personal goals, for the year, especially for the company. I want to make sure that we can hit our growth targets for this year, and just here to continue to add value every day, whatever I can do that's going to help us grow and help us expand. That's my job. It's my duty. And I approach my work with that attitude, right? It's like, if there's something that I can do or need to do, whether it's in the job description or not, and if it's going to help, make us better, I will do it. Right. And I think that Griffin's very much the same way. Ryan, I know you're a whatever it takes kind of person yourself. Right. So I think that's another thing is like, we want to give a new name to this industry and do it with a lot of integrity, with a lot of care, but with efficiency and where we demand production and work from people because we know that that's what they want. Nobody wants to do a job so they can sit around and, just lounge and, get 40 apps in a year. I'm like, you should be getting 40 apps minimally in a month, right? So anyways, we've put together a lot of things that will help agents no matter where they're at in their journey as insurance agents. And a lot of attention and work has gone into creating the path that they can follow, whether they're coming in pre-licensed or coming in already, seasoned. We have a spot for them. There's a place for them to pick up in our onboarding process, and it's just seamless. It's done in a very simple way, so everybody has a chance and opportunity. And everyone and anyone that fits the criteria, right? If you like to work, if you're a hard worker, if you want to put everything into it and you want to grow your own business, like that's what we're about. You want something more relaxed, just laid back and chill. Sorry, we're not the right fit for you. We'll tell you now. We don't want to waste our time or yours. But that's pretty much it. We're just driven by a culture where everything has to do with being productive, getting more work done, because ultimately that means we're helping more individuals.
Absolutely. Well, man, appreciate you being on this weekly show. Very excited for where this is going to lead to. So basically what we're doing here on a weekly basis, just so the viewers know what our intention is, we're pretty much going to unpackage everything that we're doing here in LC Financial Group. So all the policies that are in place, the systems that are in place, how we build the culture, how we recruit people, the steps that we take to onboard people, how we train individuals, everything. We're going to unpack everything. We're going to lay it all out there. So anyone that views us on a weekly basis, they can take away bits and pieces so they can implement it into their own business, whether you're a business owner in the insurance industry or maybe you're a business owner elsewhere in another industry. We simply just want to provide you guys value with how we're growing at such an exponential rate. So a little bit about our stats, last year in 2022, we had less than 20 agents. Now we're above 100 agents here starting in 2024. So within about a year span, over 100 agents. And, by the end of this year, we're looking anywhere between 300 to 400 agents collective. We have 2 offices in the Cleveland, Ohio area. We have an office in Dallas. We have an office in Clearwater. Miami is going to be open by March. And we're just continually, opening up offices in all 50 states. So that's really what we're striving for here. And, during AEP of 2022, we had about 500 apps. During AEP of 2023, we came around 2,000 apps total collective. So 3 to 4 times growth. And that's what we're looking for every single year, right? And that's why, we're going to be bringing you guys value and data of what we're doing to grow, what we've been doing that's working, what we even tried to do that maybe didn't work. So people from the outside looking in, they can learn from our mistakes and not make the same mistakes. And they could also learn from what we've done that's successful, and they can implement it in their business. If you're an insurance agency or business owner, or maybe you're in another business, or maybe you're a solopreneur as well. So really just, unveiling it all, right? I don't see a lot of businesses do this. I don't see a lot of organizations do this. They really hide and protect their information. They kind of hold on to it. Whereas us here, Griffin, Benjamin, and everyone at LC Financial Group, we're really just here to help people, right? And, whether you partner with us or just take the information and use it in your own organization or business, that's perfectly fine. Obviously, hey, our intention is for you to see the value that we provide, see the structure that we have in place, and come and partner with us. But if that doesn't happen, perfectly fine. We just want to give it all away. We want to help other business owners, help other individual solopreneurs or individual producers create success in their business. Because as Benjamin said, we want to make a big changing, long impacting, impact to the insurance industry. Do things differently. operate with a high level of integrity, high level of ethics, and help other people win along the way. Whether you're winning with us or winning not with us, as long as you're winning, that's what we're looking for. So very excited to, bring this weekly show to everyone and really just unwrapping it all, unveiling everything that we do within our organization. And that's pretty much what we're doing here on the Inside LC Financial Group weekly show. Is there any other value or any other data that you would like to provide to the viewers, Griffin?
Yes, sir. I really appreciate the company's core values. It is, being coachable, being accountable, and being ethical. And, we have a lot of people that come on board and maybe they were a high level producer and they have the ability to do very well, but they may be not in the right vehicle. Well, if you're that person who's like, I'm not in the right vehicle, I want to be in a great opportunity where I'm not capped at what I can make or being promoted or growing within the company as a leader. That's something you can absolutely do here. It's the right place to do it because you can get what you put in. So when you put that effort in, you put that activity in, you can get that same response back. If you work at Verizon Wireless, where I used to work in college, you're going to be, 10 years to be maybe a regional manager who is making maybe 20K in a month. And that's if you're like, it's very political, in a big company like that where there's 17,000 other salespeople to compete against and they're all W-2. So with here, you're 1099, you're a business within a business and you need to treat it that way. And the last thing I would just say is if you're a guy out there or a girl, you want to come in here and crush it, come in here and crush it, being coachable, being accountable, being ethical, literally just following. The wheel does not need to be reinvented. Just come in here and follow the successful actions of those that have gone before you, learn from their mistakes, so that way you can do it faster than they did. People that I trained closed deals faster than it took me to close my first deal. And that's what we want to do for you. That's Absolutely. All I got.
I appreciate you bringing up our core values: coachable, ethical, and accountable. And our vision here at LC Financial Group is to help 1 million of our partners create financial freedom. And then our mission is to help our partners achieve their personal, professional, and financial goals and targets by over-delivering to the insurance marketplace. And Mr. Benjamin, anything you'd like to leave the viewers off with as far as what's going to be consistent within the show, the data, the value that we're going to bring to the viewers?
Well, I just want to say that everything that you guys just said, covering our mission, our vision, our core values, that's everything we represent. And I think that this show just falls in line with all of that. Because at the end of the day, what we're going to do is we're going to let everybody, take a look basically behind the scenes. They're going to be able to see this is what we do and this is how we've done it. They can almost sit back, kick back and relax and just see what we do and, replicate that if they want to, or realize that we've got something cool going here and decide, wow, like, why wouldn't I, join this team? It seems like they're very open. They're upfront about everything that they do and how they do it. And, they could always even give it a shot. And if that doesn't work out, they can come on in if they think that, they can cut it.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty much it, man. We're just looking forward to provide as much value as we can. And so we hope that these shows that we'll be doing on a weekly basis will be able to give some more people an insight on who we are, how we do things, and ultimately give them value, whether they're going to be on our team or not. Like you said, it does not concern us. The purpose of the show is simply to provide value and give people, more insight about who we are and how we do it.
Absolutely. Yep. Behind the scenes look of LC Financial Group. We're going to come to you guys every single Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And we will see you guys next Wednesday. And we'll go over the first topic and we'll unveil a little bit about what we're doing here at LC Financial Group. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.